Makes the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. They trail by 2. The short jumper won't fall. Holiday in possession. Looking to make something happen. Embiid with the board. Easy path to the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
To Westbrook. Gets a look. Can't hit.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Durant to Gobert. Turned away by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Number 13, Paul George. And number 25, Big good contest.
Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Simmons. Not done yet. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Victor Oladipo with the slam.
The defense is doing such a good job of denying him the ball and really getting in his pocket, but he got that one to go.
Paul George to Westbrook. Nothing going here on that drive. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Oladipo. That's how you defend. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. It's good to beat the buzzer. He got it off just in time. So count the basket, and they're back within striking distance at the end of the first quarter. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Hey, what stood out?
Both teams are trying to feel each other out, and I like the aggression that both teams established in the first quarter. This is a first quarter league. When you play in the opening minutes, it really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark. That's Lillard. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him and help him continue to be confident on the court.
To Wall. And he'll go to the foul line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Oops, he missed the first one. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Lillard looking for his man. A 7.
This offseason, I heard so many voices. Great Shaquille O'Neal talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Wall. James clears the rebound. To Lillard. Fires the 3. Oh, playing with fire. Damian Lillard wide open. Hits the 3.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Can't miss those. To Davis. Knocked loose. Shot them in close, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To James.
I got ball.
Lillard, defended by Wall. D's got it. Damian Lillard, 3 for 3 in this first half.
And a lot of folks last year, including myself, were surprised that Dame was named first-team All-NBA ahead of Russell Westbrook. Look, I love Dame's game, but come on, man. Russ averaged a triple-double for the second season in a row. Stop it.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
And number 11, Drew Holiday.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
Lillard to James. Blocked away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Dragic with it. Trailing by 15. From the painted area, won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Not that time. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
James, it's good. Defense has to pick things up.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Antetokounmpo. To Embiid. Kicks it around the perimeter. Here's a chance from long range. Can't get the bounce. Lillard to James. It's denied by Giannis.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Aldridge. To James. And the finish. Slam dunk.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And finishes strong.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you headhunt.
Here we go. My ball, my ball.
Lillard to James. Screen coming. And they call it.
A simple touch foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
James. Marcus Aldridge. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Gotta come through, gotta come through.
Here comes the screen. Oladipo to Embiid. Throws it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Holiday, now a steal on a very lazy pass there.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Oladipo into the front court. His guys down big. Here comes the screen. Dragic to Embiid. Slams it down.
An easy 2, get back on defense.
LBJ with it. To Aldridge. Takes stock of the floor. Lillard to James. Oh, defender pulls the chair. Ah, no good. Oladipo into the front court. Down a bundle. James with the board. To Lillard. Nothing going here on that drive. James to Lillard. Fires the 3. Damian Lillard. Not much more the defense could have done. Hits a contested 3.
Defense, do the math. You force them to take tough 2s, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
To Dragic. It's a turnover as they head the other way. It's James controlling the offense. It goes down. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
To James. 4-3. You give him that much time, he's going to make you pay. LeBron James with the 3.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
To Embiid.
Hey, wait, give me the ball. I'm open. Give me the ball. Give me the ball.
Doesn't get the bounce. To Holiday. Off the assist.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Oladipo into the front court. He'll run the offense. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
On a launch beyond the arc. To Holiday.
Oh, no, he can't guard you out there.
No good.
You help, I got you.
And he stuffs it down.
This is a statement game for this unit. This defense has generated a lot of easy offense. And the one thing we know in the league, easy offense is hard to come by.
Screen coming. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Cleans it up. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. James into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. stuffs it down with authority.
The true measure of Rudy Gobert comes on the defensive end. He was all-NBA defensive first team and was tied for the lowest opponent field goal percentage at 43%. You ain't getting by that.
Dragic to Antetokounmpo.
Left.
Hey, box out.
I try to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. Aldridge to Lillard for three. How's this for a hot start? He's 5 of 5 from three-point range.
And I get mesmerized every time I watch him shoot. Great release, up and down, comes down in the same spot every time.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
And number 4.
Hey, match up. Screen right.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Antetokounmpo couldn't keep it in. Last touch by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Holiday controls the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Lillard. Nothing going here on that drive. Lillard to James. Cashes in for 2.
And I love when people are saying, well, he's not an exciting player. I don't need him to be exciting. I need him to be fundamentally sound.
Trying to cash in. And the rebound to Lillard.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
To Oladipo. Dragic. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Lillard to James.
Play deep.
Lets it fly from long range. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Stop the ball.
From the outside, no good. Can't do that.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 3.
I got ball.
James to Lillard. James to Lillard. LeBron James. Antetokounmpo, the rebound. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Holiday in possession. Looking to make something happen to Gobert. Go down. The drive right to the basket. Down the lane to lay it in.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
LeBron James with the rock. To Lillard. Sizing up the defense. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
That's coming off. Get that board.
And they call it.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
That's his third personal foul. Team foul number 4.
James don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. You might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat them by 50, beat them by 50. If you want to beat them by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose but really good habits to gain.
LeBron James has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 73%. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. It's James controlling the offense.
Oh, out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Holiday. To James. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Adetokunbo has a look. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Rolling inside, and it's turned away by Gobert.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The West All-Stars could not have been more dominant in this game. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the West. The East All-Stars seemed to give up on this game as it got more challenging.
And it's games like this where veteran players can be so important. They've been through these types of blowouts, and they know what it takes to keep a locker room united.
The East relied on these guys for their scoring here today.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
The West All-Stars did their best work away from the basket. They used a combination of perimeter defense and long-range scoring to get themselves the win.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.